Up on Mountain News this morning, Shaping Our Appalachian Region is welcoming a new executive director. And Baptist Health Lexington added some new technology to its operating rooms. We'll tell you more.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm McKinley Calendarino here with you on this Monday, November 24th. The time is now 5:31. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmall for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, good morning.
Good morning, McKinley. It's a little bit of a foggy start to your day as you are heading out the door, so keep that in mind as you're beginning off your week. Here's a look at the current visibility across the region. Really looking at the more dense fog as you're traveling to our far western counties and our far northeastern counties, so keep that in mind. For all the folks not currently seeing dense fog, you're still looking at patchy fog, so it's a very low visibility day, but thankfully no rain is in the way to make it any worse. And we'll stay clear for most of your Monday, not seeing the rain returning until late this evening, continuing overnight. In terms of temperatures, though, a little bit chilly. Grab that coat on the way out. We're looking at some 30s out and about, 32 in London, 41 in Harlan, and 38 in Middlesboro, with high temperatures for the day in a mixture of the mid-60s. That temperature range really is in between 62 to 66 degrees, with a few exceptions. Out and about 59 is that forecast high in Moorhead. McKinley.
All right, deputies are investigating a stabbing in Logan County, West Virginia. Police responded to Crooked Creek Road near Logan's Friday morning. Deputies say they found two men and a woman with cuts. The woman refused treatment, but the two men were taken to the hospital in critical condition. It's not known what led to the incident. Also in Logan County, a man is facing sexual abuse charges, and the crime dates back to more than 2 decades. West Virginia State Police say John Wood is charged with 3 counts of sexual abuse. Wood is accused of sexually abusing several children dating back to more than 20 years. Troopers say the investigation remains active. Hundreds of people have come together to address the problem of homelessness in southern Kentucky. People say the problem of people simply not having a place to call home is growing. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to people who know firsthand what can lead to the problem.
Right.
Every day is filled with a lot of questions for James Norton.
Well, the main thing is I don't even know where I'm going to park my van at from night to night.
Norton's home is his van. He says a life of drug abuse is partly to blame, but officials say many reasons account for the problem of homelessness. But people like Norton say without people wanting to help, they'd be lost.
I had tears just welled up in my eyes because there was people in there that has offered me a better job now. There's people in there that has offered to help me find a housing.
The conference is put on by the Help the Homeless organization, which saw more than 60 people seek their services in the first week of November.
Absolutely. Sometimes people are coming out of incarceration. They could be struggling maybe with health issues, job loss.
More than 70 different organizations made up of about 300 different people were expected to take part in today's conference.
Norton says all of them have something to help people in situations difficult to deal with.
Because not only am I homeless, I'm also have mental health issues. And it's really stressful when you don't know where you can go to get help.
I would just say the increase in cost for everything. It costs more to pay utilities. It costs more to pay your rent or a lease, or even a mortgage costs more nowadays. And it seems like our wages to cost ratio are just off.
For many, they say people just do not have enough to get by. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials say the more education is received on the homeless issue, the more they can spread hope. Now, a Kentucky State Police investigation has found no evidence of wrongdoing at the Rockcastle County Animal Shelter. A report says the trooper who led the investigation visited the shelter multiple times. He said it was clean and well maintained and animals were in good health. The complaint came from Hallie Garcia, who claimed to have a video of a live dog in a freezer along with an unsanitary conditions and malnourished animals. The shelter's director, David Carpenter, said that dog had been euthanized days earlier. The investigation also found that the photos of the malnourished animals were misleading. It also found the facility had not been approved to perform vaccinations, so it's the responsibility of the county. The case has been forwarded to the county attorney for further review. An unusual rescue in the Smokies involving a black bear. It all started because drivers wanted to stop and see the animal. Officials say the bear climbed up out of a bank to avoid busy traffic, but after drivers stopped to see the animal, it ended up getting trapped. Once rescue crews arrived, they tranquilized the bear and brought it down to a bucket on a backhoe. The park says the bear wasn't hurt. A Publix is coming to Somerset. This is the rendering of the new grocery store. It will be on South US 27 across the Center for Rural Development. The store is expected to employ 150 people, and Somerset's mayor says the multi-million-dollar investment shows Publix understands how important the area is.
They see the growth, they see the traffic count. We're a regional hub, and I think everybody's recognizing that, and now that they're coming, I think that's only going to go further.
Officials say construction will start soon, and an opening date has not been made official, but it's expected to be sometime in 2026. Shaping Our Appalachian Region is welcoming a new executive director, saying goodbye to Colby Hall, who served in the position for the last 5 years. Former Pike County Superintendent Reed Atkins was selected to succeed Hall, becoming the third executive director to take the helm at SOAR. He says the new position came when he least expected it. The former educator recently filed to run for Pike County Judge Executive and announced his campaign last week. Now he's withdrawing from the campaign and holding on to his mission of making the mountains a better place, expanding his focus to 54 counties instead of 1.
After I filed and got that great response, I got a phone call from the SOAR board explaining to me that their executive director's job had came open and that they were considering me as one of the possible options. And to be quite honest with you, for me, that's a dream job.
Atkins says he's excited to get started and ready to help lead SOAR as it continues to make an impact in the mountains. Baptist Health Lexington added some new technology to its operating rooms. This robot is called the Da Vinci 5. Surgeons used it to make smaller, more precise incisions inside of a patient's body. Dr. Hope Cottrell used it for the first time last week. She said the robot helped them do a minimally invasive procedure on a patient whose cancer spread.
I was in a position where I could remove a large volume of tumor for her in a minimally invasive fashion. It was much easier than it has been in the past. And I felt very comfortable that we removed all of the cancer in this patient's abdominal cavity.
The system can be used for a variety of surgeries, including on the colon and lungs. Baptist Health hopes to see this system available to all of their sites. Families throughout the region struggle with food insecurity, but local college and community partners in eastern Kentucky are doing what they can to make sure students are fed and ready to learn. I was on one campus Friday when they got a special donation. On Friday, the ARH Foundation for Healthier Communities granted a $5,000 check to the Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College, money that will go towards stocking up food pantries at all 6 campuses.
There's all kinds of challenges in this world, and food is something that you shouldn't have to worry about.
CEO at Whitesburg ARH, Jamie Easterling, said when they learned about the needs of the students, they wanted to help.
Because food disparities is such an important part of what we believe in and helping the communities and making the communities healthier, it was a perfect partnership to continue this relationship.
While the campus food pantries have been in use for years, officials with the college say they stepped things up during the government shutdown.
But as soon as the SNAP situation ramped up, we got calls and text messages and different kinds of things of like, hey, we need you. So the students know to come to us. They know we're going to help, and that means the world to me.
Here at the Technical College, it's about more than just academic support. It's about meeting students where they are and addressing all of their needs. That's why support from the community is essential to their mission.
We don't just look at the academic barriers, we look at the non-academic barriers. So are you struggling at home? Do you need help with your bills? Do you need help with food? Because you cannot succeed if you don't have that taken care of ahead of time.
Ensuring students have all of their basic needs.
The world is already hard enough as it is, and Southeast wants to make it a better place.
While the college has their own food pantry, they have also been working to distribute food boxes to local folks in need. A Southern Kentucky woman is taking her Christmas decorating talents to our nation's capital. Torlia Shelley is an agricultural teacher at Williamsburg City Schools. She is also an owner of Shelley Ridge Farms in Corbin. She is leaving Kentucky on Sunday to travel to Washington, D.C. as special guest of the First Lady Melania Trump. After applying as a volunteer through online ad, Shelley was invited to decorate for the White House.
Somebody from southeastern Kentucky, like myself, that is a teacher. You know, I'm not making millions, but I'm working every day, and I applied and I was able to get in.
Shelley left yesterday and will return back to the mountains on Thanksgiving. She will also have the opportunity to meet the First Lady during her time there, as well as visit national monuments. The following Friday she returns is also the opening day of her business's Christmas light show on Shelley Ridge Farms. Musicians, the weekend is here for the long haul. We'll tell you what that means coming up in today's Eye on Entertainment report.
And chances for some showers and storms are on the way tomorrow.